Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. I'm going to show you 3 steps to fixing your credit fast, okay? Now, here's the thing about with credit repair. A lot of people, they want to do like a credit sweep, okay? Here's the problem with a credit sweep. If you're doing a credit sweep, what ends up happening, they take off all your positive accounts plus your negative accounts. You do not want to do a credit sweep. It's very dangerous to your credit, and you can end up losing all of your positive history and starting over. That means you have to get new primary trade lines. You may have to help jumpstart it with authorized users. Okay? And so people aren't telling you this. They're like, oh, I can do a credit sweep. But when they do that credit sweep, 9 times out of 10, and for somebody that's watching this video, you probably can attest to this, that if you had a credit sweep, they remove your positive accounts off the credit file. Now this is video, if you're excited about this video, give me some fire emojis, because this video is really going to help position you to where you understand how to properly fix your credit without doing a credit sweep. Now, here's the #1 thing that I want you to do. Okay, 1, you need to pull your real credit file. Okay, you need to pull your real credit report. Okay, that's what you need to do. All right, now if you don't know how to pull your real credit report, I'm not talking about like Citibank or going to Chase and looking at your credit scores, okay? I'm talking about actually pulling your real credit report. So I mean being able to know what your FICO 9 is, your FICO 8, your FICO 5, which is your mortgage score, your FICO 10, your 10T, actually it's your trendy scores, okay? That's what you need. So if you don't know how to do that, click the link in the description to pull your real credit report. Now, that's the first thing you need to do. The second thing, here's the second thing, and this is very important. You need to remove all old addresses, okay? You need to remove all old addresses, all right? Now, and misspellings of your name. Here's the reason why, all right, so you can understand. When you're contesting any type of erroneous errors on your credit report, the credit bureaus, the thing that they're checking for is the address, your name, and they look at the last 4 to 5 digits of the account number or the first 5, okay? That's all they verify with a creditor, okay? Once they verify that, or they check their other systems, and we're going to talk about their other systems in a minute, then game's over. They're going to send you a letter, and that letter is going to state, we verified the information is accurate, and which is a lie. The credit bureaus are lying to you. They did not verify the information. They checked their databases, and the first thing that they look for, address and name. What's the address and name? And did that account have the first 5 digits, 4 or 5 digits, or the last 4 or 5 digits? That's all they're verifying, okay? That's all they're verifying. Now, in terms of where do they verify this? First, with the major credit bureaus, which is Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. They own third-party databases, but one of the biggest databases they do not own, but they check this information. You need to lock your LexisNexis and clear up any old addresses that are not accurate. You can get a free credit file from LexisNexis, okay? Then you have CoreLogic, okay? CoreLogic, also associated with it is SafeStreet, okay? Now, there's some other third-party bureaus that they will check as well, and most of these is for financial. You have Clarity. You have Clarity, which is owned by Experian. You have DataX, which is Equifax. And you also have Factor Trust. Okay? Factor Trust is TransUnion. You need to go through each one of these systems and correct your name and remove old addresses, okay? This is why most people, when they're challenging their credit file, they can't get things removed, okay? Because the credit bureaus have access to these here other databases that are confirming that the information they have that's on your negative report is accurate to what they have. That's the reason you're having that issue. That's the main thing. Now, let me tell you something else. This is very important. Most people are using that computer, the credit repair cloud type of system or whatever, okay? They're generating letters, doing it online. But here's the problem with that. Or they're doing it electronically. Once you do an electronic dispute, okay, you're going to get coded, okay? Once you get coded, now you have thrown away your legal rights to actually contest the account. All right, you've thrown away your legal rights to contest the account. So that's the reason I tell you people that there's a method, and I made a video explaining that the credit bureaus, they have this step system, okay? They have an envelope. It's called the envelope system. All right, so what that means is envelope system, if it's certified mail return receipt, what color was the paper, what color was the envelope, what color was the ink. Those are the things that they're looking for. And in terms of if the writing is legible, okay? So if you type up the letter disputing it or whatever, again, it's going to get coded, all right? And the the CFPB, okay? The CFPB has just fined them for this because they are aware that the credit bureaus, if you send out a regular letter disputing items or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you have a higher chance of being trashed. And it's all because of certified mail return receipt, but also the envelope method that they use. All right? That's the thing. Now, going back to fixing the credit. All right? So that's very important. Here's another thing. How do you deal with charge-offs? How do you deal with charge-offs? Well, here's the thing about it, the way you want to deal with the charge-offs, okay? If you have charge-offs that are more than your income and you cannot pay those charge-offs, okay, you need to request a 1099-C, which is a cancellation of debt, okay? It's a cancel of debt. All right, you're canceling the debt. All right, so now that would be considered added income on you. They take the loss, but they stop reporting. Another thing I want you guys to understand, if you have a charge-off and it has a 0 balance, FICO is not picking that up, so they're not counting that against you. Okay, it's only the accounts that have balances. Now, I'm going to tell you, because a lot of people love Navy Federal. If you have a charge-off with Navy Federal is one of the top financial institutions that will sue you. Now, if you get called into court about your debt, please go to court. The reason is, at that point, you can present your financial situation to the courts. Okay, let them know what's going on with you, and that way, in terms of you paying, say that it was a $10,000 balance, but you're only making, say, $1,500, $2,500 a month, and your rent is $1,000. So the court has to take that into consideration, and what they can do, they will negotiate with the creditor, okay, on your behalf to reduce the amount. Okay, and they no longer can report. All right, so you would pay a reduced amount and they'll no longer report it on the credit report. This is very important because a lot of people, they miss their court date, now they have judgments, and they can actually sue you on that judgment, and they can garnish your wages. So that's the reason I'm telling you, if you get called into court on your debt, go to court. Do not miss that court date. Show them your financial situation so that you would have something to fight with. All right? Now, this is the first part of fixing your credit report. Doing these 3 steps. These are the most important steps of fixing your credit. Okay? If you do this and follow my guidelines, if you have questions, more questions about your personal credit, about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation, and we can talk about it. Thank you.